Imagine that you are a group of technicians and engineers. You are all engineers and technicians right now that help support the production, manufacturing, and service of a line of drill rigs. You have seen the mining market slide and collapse globally. That sounds depressing. It has affected all parts of the company, and there have been significant layoffs in other divisions. You hear about and feel the ever-tightening strangle of shrinking budgets. Drill rig sales are down to record low levels. The talk around coffee room is, are we hearing the death rattle of our production line? So this is the setting for Todd's speech. The title is LF Product Line Update. The topic, the briefing. Manual he's working on, speech number 1 of Speeches by Management. His objectives today are give a brief according to specific objectives to the audience. So the audience will have an understanding of the information. And second objective is effectively handle the questions and answer session following the briefing. So I guess Todd is expecting a whole bunch of questions from you at the end. His delivery time is 8 to 10 minutes, followed by a 5-minute question and answer period. Please put your hands together.
Fellow Toastmasters, and as I'm going to be addressing you for the rest of the time as the engineering team. I realize that this does fall under my bailiwick of concerns. Our product line has a number of different concerns, different rumors that have been going around. My purpose is to inform you of where we're at and what we are looking at from the production management or from the product management side of the company, to be able to ease your fears and to be able to try to help you have a more comfortable level of where we are going with these products in the company. I have handed out a number of just 6 different slides of the different drill platforms that are there in front of you. You're welcome to put notes on them, do whatever you feel like with them. But again, my intention is to try to help restore the faith in where you're at and the comfort level within your positions. We have current product lines that we're going to talk about. We have what will stay, I'm going to talk about what will stay in production, what will be cut from production, and where the production is going to be located. So these are different topics, and these are some of the major concerns we've heard around. The 5 pieces of machinery we're going to talk about is the LF70, the LF90C, the LF90D, the LF130, and the LF230. These are all mature product lines within our group, and you have all been tasked and are all very familiar with these, but there are certain aspects about them because of the market and what we've seen happen in the last year, or last 2 years. So first, let me go over some numbers that we've seen on our production, and I'll go over each particular product line. And I'll go and give you 2011 production numbers on how many drill rigs we built and put out on the market, and then I'm going to compare it to 2013. On the LF70 line, 2011 we built and commissioned 672 drill rigs. In 2013 we did 28. On the LF90C we did 348 drill rigs. In 2013 we did 17. On the LF90D, which is our most popular line, we built and commissioned 926 drill rigs. In 2013, we did 35. And kind of our big workhorse of the whole product line, the LF230, 2011, which is also our most expensive machine, we did 525. In 2013, we did 5. And to finish things off, the LF130, which was a new prototype, a rig we expected to go out and take the market by storm. In 2011, we did 5. In 2013, we did 0. So these numbers, however they may feel dismal, there is some light at the end of the tunnel on this. The market, the mining industry, the mining is cyclical, and it does go up and down. We are in the bottom of a very heavy mining cycle, which is most of the mines have put a lot of hold on their exploration. These drill rigs affect those exploration things. We see that from products customers. We see that from our own drilling services, as well as the people that buy it and put the rigs into service. The LF70 is was the original version. It was of the LF line, or the original product out of the LF line. That machine is a very mature platform. It's very good as far as service line. We have dependability. The customers out in the market are very comfortable with this, and they know exactly what they're getting. This rig will stay in production. It's a very good seller. It's going to continue to sell, and from all the market indications that we've got, it will continually be a good one in the market. It sells very well in the United States, in South America, in Europe, and in Asia. So globally, it has a very good market. The LF90C is another one that we don't see that much used in the United States, but globally, it still has a good market. South America, it's very popular there, and it's very popular in APAC or in Asia. In Africa. The LF90D, which is probably the most popular rig that we've got in the United States. It is a very tried, proven, and substantial workhorse. It will stay in production. Why? We have no reason to move away from it. We've got a very good product here. It's very mature. We've got very, very few problems with this, and our service team still works very well with it. And the LF230, which is still kind of a flagship machine for us, is going to stay in production too. Very tried and proven platform. However, the LF130 is going to be cut from our regular production lines. Now, we had originally, from all the market and from everybody else and indications, because it is a specialized platform and a specialized machine, for heli jobs, remote locations, it ended up, the early rosier projections have slid rather significantly. We've had actually, in theory, when it was going through the first initial products and working with our drilling services, we had some significant design issues with this machine and with this platform, which in essence changed the price point of it and brought it up almost 30% above where we were at originally on the original designs. That did not make it a profitable design for us to be able to be in the market with it. We are going to still support it for the ones that are out there, and if there is a specific need, it will be built for somebody on an as-needed basis. But that brings me to the next point. We will be changing our production location. Currently, these product lines are being built in North Bay, Canada, by a third-party vendor, who in turn takes all third-party pieces out, and then they have their own supply and stocking to create these drill rigs. They do currently charge us a premium for this. There is I believe it's about a 25% add-on from the time that they finish a production rig to the time they give it to us and invoice. So that's something that we have to pass on to our customers. We do not have enough facilities in Canada to be able to bring these back within the house and do it within ourselves. And we don't feel that it would be a pertinent project or pertinent product line to bring back to Salt Lake and do it this way. But we do have our facilities in Poland, which are in-house. It's something we own wholly. We have the entire manufacturing facility, fabrication, everything. So the good part about this is we are going to be bringing the product lines back within our sphere. This is going to be something where we can recoup that 25%. The second benefit of our cost of production in Poland is almost 30% below what our current even cost in North Bay is. So what that sets at is a much higher, better price point to be able to go out to the market and offer it to the customers. And I know that there are concerns about moving to moving it from Canada to Poland. We feel like we are outsourcing. But the issue is we were already outsourcing it within Canada. This way we're bringing it back within our envelope. This will give us better control of all the support parts, the vendors, better pricing on all our components, which gives us a better feel globally to help support us on our drilling services and the drilling products business. Again, what I wanted to do was be able to give everybody a better picture and a better comfort level of where they are at and where these product lines are at. These product lines in 2014, we are probably, because we are moving production to Poland, we're only going to be building maybe 10 of each one of these drill rigs this year. So 2014, we do not expect to see high production. However, if this is the best time to be able to move that production there, to be able to work the bugs out of the system, to be able to get things back in. So 2015, there is the projection on the mining market to actually be back on the upswing to where we should see several hundred of each one of the products coming out of Poland. And this way we can work the bugs out of it before, instead of trying to do it while we are in high production mode. Okay, I'm opening up to any questions. Anybody? John?
Should we be concerned about our jobs with the low sales that we're having experiencing in the past year?
The significant layoffs that we've seen in the other divisions have actually had a very, very positive effect on this division. They see the products and this product line as being a very staple part of the business. This team is very instrumental in trying to support that, and we don't feel that it would be advantageous to our support to be able to take that experience out. I can't guarantee everybody's jobs, but what I can do is give you an outlook and an idea of what we see for the product lines. As long as we do a good job and move forward, I think we should be fine. Gracie?
What makes you optimistic about 2015?
Most of the optimism that came from what the indicators we are getting from the actual mining customers, from the big mines, you know, like Newmont, Kennecott, Barrick. They're already talking about their production budgets. They've been able to get their costs in line. They see the market demand, the supplies coming back up. So that's the indicators that we're able to go. It's still it's a crystal ball thing. So we are still trying to find nobody knows perfect answers, but we have to be able to work off the indicators so we can plan and at least we will move forward and not just be reactionary. Nancy?
In 2011, with about 2,500 machines out there, are you concerned that the market might actually be saturated because of the life of the machines?
Not necessarily. Because of the expansion in the markets, there are a certain amount of machines that do come back in the used market and they do circulate around, but where they have about a 5-year lifespan, depending on how hard they work them, there will always be rebuilds, but there always will be the market for the new machines. It's still far from saturated. Hurry up.
I appreciate all your work and the way you're moving forward and thinking about the move to Poland. But what about the people in North Bay? I have relatives out there. How big a part of their market are we there, and how is moving out of there going to affect them?
North Bay, where we have, it's our objective to think about our company first and all your jobs first. The North Bay facility, where it was, our company, our facility there is still going to stay the same. It's still going to stay in the same production because they do other manufacturing. However, the third-party vendor, they had seen this decline go from 2,500 rigs down to less than 50. They've already made the adjustments in their whole business, so it's affected their business. All we're doing is taking that last little bit away from them. As far as a future employer, we just see this as being a benefit to the company as a whole to be able to help everybody out. And if we can't keep making money, you know, that's our objective. So I'm sorry that there are, you know, there are cuts, but that's kind of what happened.
Thank you.
You said they only have a 5-year life?
Yes.
How much does one cost? Say, the 70, how much does that cost?
An LS70 fully set up with all its products is about $500,000. But the consumables, what I mean by that is the drill rods that do wear out is about half of that. The drill rig is roughly about $200,000. But they when they project that price out, they depreciate it over the years and it's into production. So it's part of the consumable market.
What are the competitors doing?
The competitors are actually following a very similar model. They are moving their production. They're trying to do things better, cheaper, faster to be able to keep your price point down. And that's where we've got to be in the market. Last question. Kevin.
Here out in the Great Basin, out in the Uinta area, that it's gangbusters out there. And so I'm shocked that the comparison of 2,500 versus 35, it's shocking to me because that's all you hear out there in the Uinta Basin is that they're drilling. Now this may be because I'm a layperson and don't understand it, but I find that interesting. We hear one thing in the news and then now you're telling us this.
It's a very good question. But that boils down to two basic things, different types of market. Uinta Basin is an oil and gas market. We work, and none of these drill rigs actually play into that market. We work in the mineral exploration, so we're primarily.
Is that why it's a core?
It is a core deal.
Thank you.
Again, you know, the purpose of this was to try to be able to give you an update of where we're at, to dispel the rumors, and actually give you a comfort level that we are moving forward, and we do feel like we have a solid product line and a very solid company. Thank you.